Hey guys, so today we're going to be going over tuples. So tuples are basically lists, but they have a few different properties. So first, tuples are ordered, so that means you can index them, you can get a specific item at a specific index if you want. They also allow for duplicate values, meaning that you can have two same items that contain the same data. One difference that they have from lists is that they are unchangeable. So with lists, you can add or remove stuff with .remove or .append, but in tuples, you can't. So when you initialize them, that's what they are going to stay as. You can get around this by converting tuples into lists and then converting them back, which is a pain really, so you don't really want to do that. So first, let's talk about how you would initialize a tuple. So you would just call a variable like my tuples and then you use the assignment operator on it, right? Then you would just use two parentheses. So for in Python, square braces define lists and parentheses define tuples. So if you have a parentheses around something, that means you have a tuple. So inside of this parentheses, we could then just put out data, right? So like 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Also, tuples can contain the same data type as lists, so like string, integer, floats, booleans, anything like that. They can also contain multiple of the same data types. Another way we can define a tuple is that we can use the tuple constructor. So just tuple with the parentheses, and then we have another inside parentheses. And then inside of the second pair of parentheses, we would just add our data. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Both of these will get us the same thing, which is a tuple containing 1, 2, 3, 4. So tuples also allow you to index them, right? So let's say we want to pull out the first item of this tuple, which is the 1. We would then just call my tuple, so that variable, using the square braces. Inside of these square braces, we would then put the indexes that we want to get the item out of. So let's say we want to get the first item, so the 0th index. This will get us the number 1, right? Let's say we want to find the length of a tuple, we can just use len command and give it our tuple. This would then return us 4 because we have 4 items inside of this tuple. So all the same rules for indexing applies to tuples, so you can have a negative indexing, you can do slicing, anything like that. So one big cool feature of tuples is that you can unpack them. So let's say we have this tuple with 1, 2, 3, 4, right, inside of it, and let's say we want to get back this 1, 2, 3, 4, but inside of a different variable. So first we would do a my tuple and set it equal to something, but we do this reverse. So my tuple is on the right hand side, right? Then we can just have a little square braces, which means that we're unpacking something, right? We want to take what's in my tuple and assign it to these variables that we're going to give it. So let's say I want to get out the first item inside of this tuple, which is the 1. And let's say I want to assign it to a new variable. Let's say call it 1. Let's get out the 2 and call it 2. Get out the 3 and call it 3. Get out the 4 and call it 4. So we're putting these inside word form, right? So 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is 3, 4 is 4. So when you do this, you can then interact with each individual tuple as if they were assigned to these variables. So 1 is now equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So you can interact with these as like they are normal variables. So a pretty cool feature of a tuple, right? Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.